The Amish are famous for their tight-knit communities and separation from modern life. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be an Amish woman? Their world is vastly different from ours, with traditions and rules that may seem unusual. Today, we'll explore 20 surprising regulations Amish women follow, from their clothing to unique customs. Stick around until the end. Number 1. Living without technology. Living without technology is another rule Amish women follow. This means they don't use modern gadgets like phones, computers, or TVs. Instead, they stick to simpler ways of living. For communication, they might rely on face-to-face conversations, letters, or landline phones. Without technology, they don't have social media accounts or play video games like many others do. They also don't use cars or other vehicles that require advanced technology. This rule is important in the Amish community because they believe in living a humble and modest life. They think that relying too much on technology can distract them from what truly matters, like spending time with family and serving their community. By avoiding technology, they focus more on their relationships with each other and with God. Number 2. Birth control. In the Amish community, birth control is not used because they view having children as a divine blessing and prefer not to prevent it. Celebrating large families is common, and having fewer than 3 children might be seen as unusual. Amish families typically have 7 to 10 children, and this is welcomed with joy. Marriage is a significant event, signaling a couple's commitment to each other and their intention to start a family. Not having children soon after marriage is frowned upon, as it goes against their traditions and beliefs. Even if a couple doesn't plan for a large family, it's often what happens. In Amish communities, having many children is the norm, regardless of the parents. Number 3. Never cutting their hair. Another rule that Amish women follow is never cutting their hair. They believe that long hair is a symbol of femininity and modesty, so they keep their hair uncut throughout their lives. This means their hair can grow quite long, sometimes reaching below their waist. By adhering to this rule, Amish women demonstrate their dedication to traditional values and their desire to maintain a simple, humble appearance. Number 4. Amish women cannot divorce. This means once they get married, they're committed to their spouse for life. Divorce is not an option for them, even if they face difficulties or disagreements in their marriage. Instead, they believe in working through problems and supporting each other through thick and thin. This rule is rooted in their strong religious beliefs, which prioritize the sanctity and permanence of marriage. For Amish women, marriage is a sacred bond that they enter into with a lifelong commitment to their partner. Number 5. Don't receive higher education. In Amish communities, women don't pursue higher education. Instead of attending college or university, they focus on practical skills essential for daily life. This stems from the belief that women's main roles are at home and within the community, where they handle cooking, cleaning, and caring for children and the elderly. Amish women gain skills through hands-on experience and by learning from their mothers, grandmothers, and other female relatives. They start learning sewing, gardening, cooking, and animal care from a young age. Number 6. Not discuss sex openly. In Amish communities, there's a rule that women must not discuss sex openly. This means that conversations about topics related to sex, such as intimacy or reproductive health, are considered inappropriate and are generally avoided. The Amish culture values modesty and privacy, especially when it comes to personal matters like relationships and sexuality. Therefore, discussing these topics openly, even among family members or close friends, is discouraged. Instead, Amish women learn about sex and relationships within the context of marriage and family life. They receive guidance from their parents, elders, and community leaders on how to navigate these aspects of adulthood in a respectful and appropriate manner. Number 7. Distinct courtship customs. In Amish communities, there's a rule about distinct courtship customs that women follow. Courtship is the period when a man and woman get to know each other with the intention of marriage. In the Amish tradition, this process is quite different from dating in the mainstream culture. Firstly, Amish women typically don't initiate courtship. Instead, they wait for a man to show interest and approach them. Once a man expresses interest, the couple usually spends time together in supervised settings, such as during community events or while working on tasks together. Number 8. Cannot become preachers. In Amish communities, Women cannot become preachers or hold church leadership positions. This rule stems from traditional beliefs about gender roles in Amish culture. Men lead religious services, interpret scripture, and provide spiritual guidance, while women focus on home and family life. Although women contribute significantly as caregivers and teachers, they do not participate in formal religious leadership or public speaking within the church. Number 9. Having children is mandatory. In Amish communities, having children is a cultural expectation. Once a woman marries, it's anticipated she will start a family. Unlike other societies where choosing to have children is optional, the Amish view family as a crucial part of life. This belief stems from their tradition of valuing family and community, with children seen as a divine blessing and a way to preserve Amish traditions. Large families are typical and celebrated, with couples often having 7 to 10 children. A big family is regarded as a sign of God's favor and is strongly encouraged. Number 10. Dolls don't have faces. In Amish communities, there's a rule that their dolls don't have faces. This means that the dolls children play with do not have facial features like eyes, noses, or mouths. Instead, the dolls are plain and featureless in appearance. This rule stems from the Amish belief in humility and simplicity. Number 11. Expected to work through pregnancy. In Amish communities, there's a rule that women are expected to work through pregnancy. This means that even when they're expecting a baby, they're still expected to carry out their usual chores and responsibilities, such as cooking, cleaning, and taking care of their family. The idea behind this rule is rooted in the Amish value of hard work and self-sufficiency. Amish women are known for their strong work ethic and their ability to manage multiple tasks, even when they're pregnant. By continuing to work during pregnancy, they demonstrate their dedication to their families and their commitment to fulfilling their roles within the community. Of course, there are certain tasks that pregnant women may need to avoid or take extra precautions with, especially as their pregnancy progresses. Number 12. Strict dress. In Amish communities, there's a rule about a strict dress code that women have to follow. This means that they wear specific types of clothing that are modest and simple. The dress code typically includes long dresses with sleeves, aprons, and head coverings such as bonnets or prayer caps. The purpose of this rule is to uphold the values of modesty and humility within the Amish culture. By dressing in plain and modest clothing, Amish women demonstrate their commitment to living a simple and humble lifestyle. Number 13. Responsibility to keep a clean household. In Amish communities, women are tasked with maintaining a clean household. This includes sweeping, mopping, dusting, and doing laundry to keep the home tidy. This responsibility reflects the Amish value of simplicity and order, creating a welcoming environment for family and guests. It also aligns with their belief in stewardship, emphasizing care for the resources God has provided. For Amish women, cleanliness is about fostering order and harmony, along with other duties like cooking, grocery shopping, and caring for children and the elderly. Number 14. Give birth at home. In Amish communities, women give birth at home rather than in hospitals. They rely on midwives or experienced female relatives for assistance, reflecting their belief in natural living and self-sufficiency. Avoiding medical interventions, they trust in the natural childbirth process. Home births also offer privacy and intimacy, with relatives and neighbors coming together to support the expectant mother. Number 15. Charge of the garden. In Amish communities, it's a rule that women are in charge of the garden. This means they're responsible for planning, planting, and caring for the family's garden. They grow fruits, vegetables, and herbs that will be used to feed their families throughout the year. Number 16. Submit to their husbands. In Amish communities, it's a rule that women must submit to their husbands. This means they are expected to obey their husbands' decisions and follow their lead in family matters. This rule is based on traditional beliefs about marriage and gender roles within the Amish culture. Men are seen as the heads of the household, responsible for making decisions and providing for their families, while women are expected to support and respect their husband's authority. Number 17. Can't wear white wedding dresses. In Amish communities, it's a rule that women can't wear white wedding dresses. Instead, they wear plain, modest dresses in solid colors like blue or purple. This rule reflects the Amish value of simplicity and humility. White wedding dresses are seen as too flashy and extravagant, which goes against the Amish way of life. By wearing modest dresses and simple colors, Amish women show their commitment to their values and traditions. For them, weddings are not about show or extravagance, but about celebrating love and commitment in a humble and sincere way. Number 18. Can't work outside the home. In Amish communities, it's a rule that women can't work outside the home. This means they don't typically have jobs or careers outside of their household responsibilities. Instead, they focus on tasks like cooking, cleaning, and taking care of their families. This rule is based on traditional gender roles within the Amish culture, where women are seen as caretakers of the home and family, while men are often the primary breadwinners. Limiting women from working outside the home can have negative effects. While traditional gender roles hold significance in Amish culture, this rule may restrict women's personal and financial independence. By confining them to domestic duties, it may hinder their opportunities for personal growth, education, and professional development. Number 19. Women cannot serve as ministers, bishops, or deacons. In Amish communities, it's a rule that women cannot serve as ministers, bishops, or deacons. This means they're not allowed to hold leadership positions within the church or lead religious services. This rule reflects traditional gender roles within the Amish culture, where men typically hold leadership roles within the church. Number 20. Can't wear makeup or jewelry. In Amish communities, it's a rule that women can't wear makeup or jewelry. This means they don't use cosmetics like lipstick or eyeshadow, and they don't wear accessories like earrings or necklaces. They believe that wearing makeup or jewelry can draw attention to oneself and promote vanity, which goes against their humble way of life. They cannot serve as ministers, bishops, or deacons. Thank you for watching another episode of my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for updates on more exciting content. See you next time.